Hey free-to-play gang, welcome back to another video. So today I have some very important stuff for you to know, and it's things that I feel like you should do as well. So it's just a list of things to prep before 3.1.7, and obviously it's completely up to you, alright? But let's take a look at what some of these things are and what I feel like you should do now that you have just a few more days before the 3.1.7 update comes around. So one thing to take note of is obviously Gabrielle will no longer be part of the fusion here. So Gabrielle, goodbye, you'll be dearly missed. I feel like this is your last opportunity to get at least an R6 copy of Gabrielle because she's going to be so strong, right? And especially since she's going back into the gacha pool, I don't think it's going to be that easy to get an R6 copy of her. So this is going to be the best chance for you to get R6 copies, to get like 3 turns of immunity on her third skill here, which I think is really nice. And if you want to get more than 6 copies just to farm more Shimmer records, sure, that is also another alternative. So that's another thing for you to prep as well. So get fusion is going to be the first thing. And then secondly, obviously the Starrymon leveling up process, right? So if you checked out one of the videos that I uploaded very recently, right, I talked a little bit about upgrading rare Starrymon and how that is going to be the meta moving forward. So you should have like a whole bunch of all these 4-star Starrymon sitting around like that at level 30. And the reason for that is you're going to get back all the Experimon that you used. And at the same time, this is a free way for you to obtain an epic Starrymon without needing to consume 5 rare Starrymon in the new update. So all these Starrymon, they are all going to go to 4 stars. So I'll put a link to the video down in the descriptions below. You can go ahead and check it out. This is probably like the most efficient way to use your Experimons right now. So like for example, I have some of these Espers who are yet to be max level. So I am definitely going to use all my Experimons here just to level them up a little bit. And then that's about it. Now going back into the Esper Fusion, now we want to talk about Everett. So the thing is, they are going to almost double the stamina cost of Desolate Lands, and that is going to impact the rate that you can acquire materials, right? So for example, Odette, the materials here, they are going to be about twice as hard to obtain, going by just the stamina cost itself, which means what I might suggest for you right now, if the other things do not concern you as much because they also require stamina, then I might suggest that you take the opportunity to farm Desolate Lands right now as much as you can. Hold on to these resources, okay? Do not consume them just yet. Hold on to it, just stack up a lot of it so that when we get the new Everett Fusion, he is going to be so much cheaper than what he is right now. So the brand new Everett is only going to cost you 1 single copy of Odette, just 1 copy, and 300 crystals of each of the other currencies, which is super freaking cheap. You're going to be saving up on so much resources here. You're going to be saving up more than 3 times of the resources. So farm Desolate Lands, but do not fuse Everett right now. Do not do that. And if the Everett Fusion doesn't concern you as well, I might suggest that you consider the Lucas Fusion. So the whole fusion process is going to be changed, and Lucas is going to replace Gabrielle, right? So over here in this slot, there is going to be one Alexa who needs to be, I can't really recall at the top of my head, but she needs to be built a little bit. She needs to be, I believe, fully ascended as well. And you might need to prepare another 18 to 21 more other Espers who fit these elemental categories. And I believe they need to be at least Ascension 5 or Ascension 6, something like that. I completely forgot about that. I'm so sorry about it. And this way, the moment Lucas drops in the fusion, you're going to be instantly able to R6 him on day 1, which is something that I would probably manage because I have all the Espers ready right now. And another thing that I want to cover, which is probably like the last thing to prep, is to have 6 of these bounties on the day of the reset itself. Obviously not right now. So right now, I should be using my bounty entries, right? But on the update itself, it might be a smarter decision if you want to just farm that extra Nexus Crystals easier, to have 6 out of 6 bounty tickets so that you can obtain some of the blue bounties that do not actually drop gold anymore. So now they will only drop Nexus Crystals, which is really nice. Okay, this is a really good change. I hate seeing this. This is terrible. Now, one more thing that I want to talk about, which is not related to the video, is to clarify something about Nexus Crystals and in terms of the Nexus Crystals return that you get every single day. So some people have been saying that we are actually getting a nerf on the Nexus Crystals, and the reason for that is because in the club shop, they are actually removing a lot of our daily rewards and our weekly rewards, right? So for example, right now we have a 50 Nexus Crystals here as part of our weekly reward, and we also have like 20 Nexus Crystals here as part of our daily reward, something like that, right? But the reality is, honestly, Nexus Crystals are not dropping. And in fact, from my understanding, they are actually going up. So in one single week, we will lose 50 Nexus Crystals here, and we will also lose 280 Nexus Crystals from the daily. But on the other hand, if we take a look at the daily quests, right, the daily missions here, your quests, we are going to be gaining 50 more Nexus Crystals on this slot, and we're also going to be gaining 20 more Nexus Crystals here for 50 in total. But we're also going to be losing another Nexus Crystal on this last box here for a total of 50 Nexus Crystals. So in total, what this daily quest would then churn out is actually 50 Nexus Crystals per day extra, which is 350 Nexus Crystals, which offsets the loss in your club returns. So as for your club returns, we're actually losing about 330 Nexus Crystals per week. But on the other hand, we are gaining 350 Nexus Crystals on your daily quest itself. So we're actually gaining just a little bit of Nexus Crystals this way. And furthermore, I think some people were also a little bit upset that they were stripping away gold records from some of the shops. My perspective on this is they're going to be more generous in the events. So later I'll be uploading a video covering the event, and I must say that it is a lot more generous than what it used to be. So right now we're going to get a lot more gold records as opposed to what we had in the past. Obviously they're trying to compensate for the SSMs as well, but in total it just feels like there are a lot more gold records to be had. So I think that's where they're trying to compensate here and there, and I understand they also have to worry a lot about juggling players' expectations and juggling the balance as well, which is a very difficult task. It's very complicated as well. But hopefully they made the right decision, because at the end of the day, the players' happiness are the most important thing about the game as well. So anyway, that's it for this video. Hopefully this information was useful for you. Let me know if there are other things that I missed out as well for preparing for 3.1.7. I feel like these are just the main stuff. Apart from that, probably not so much. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's content. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It really helps the channel, and subscribe for more dislike content. Now with that said, this has been Derek Free to Play, and as always, I will see you in the next video.